Hey Go Metal family, welcome to today's Taekwondo Tips and Monday Challenge. For the challenge, you're going to want a ball of some kind, any kind of ball. Actually, I think ideally, because this was all I could find, ideally you'd want a tennis ball or something kind of small like that. You can grab with one hand. This was all I could find in my garage, so I'm going to use this ball for our challenge. Okay, so today we're going to be working on a quick interval drill here to set up for practicing kick of the month, which is your front kick, and repetition. Repetition is always the key to success. So doing the same thing over and over and over is how you're going to succeed here. Okay, so let's start here. It's going to be we're going to do another interval set drill for 20 seconds and then a 10-second rest, 20 seconds on, 10-second rest. Now, what we're going to do here is break down from beginning to end on a front kick. Very simple. Okay, you can do this at home and you don't need any partners or any equipment. So 20 seconds on the timer. Ready yet? Hang that. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of quick warm-up drills here. 30-second drills, 30 seconds for each leg, so a total of 1 minute. So 2 drills here for 2 minutes. Kind of a little bit of a static, dynamic stretch movement here. So first one is going to be swinging my leg straight up, and then I'm going to bring it back behind my foot here, and I want to come down and touch that toe. All with keeping my balance and weight up without touching the floor. Okay, so let me get the timer. 30 seconds, and go. Should be done a little slower and controlled. Not so fast. That way you don't lose your balance too much. And so I'm using the same leg and same hand that I'm touching with. And switch sides. So it's a lot trickier than it looks. Okay, so left side, left leg swing, left leg touch, left leg swing, left leg touch. 30 seconds. Up and down. Up. Up. Down. Up. Down. Too fast, too fast. Up. Up. Down. Up. Finish the last one. Down. Okay, the next drill here is going to be similar to that. We're going to swing the leg off to the side, pick it up, hold it out a little bit for a single leg quarter squat, and bring it back in, hold it up, single leg quarter squat. Now, quarter squat, half squat, maybe you can do a full squat all the way down. Go ahead and try and play around and see if you can make that one work. But for the drill right now, just for the sake of everybody doing it, we're going to do a quarter squat. 30 seconds. Here we go. Swing it, hold, squat. Swing it, hold, squat. Swing it, hold, squat. Make sure you're bending this leg. I'm tipping on that one because I've started talking to you. But you want to make sure you're bending the leg, not just bending your back. 7 more seconds. Swing, hold, and squat. Swing, hold. You got to use your arms for balance so that you can position your back properly for the squat. Left side. Here we go. And up. Hold. Squat. Swing, hold, squat. Keeping my back 2 bent. So lean into the side plank. It should be straight. And squat. There we go. That side's a little harder for me. Want to make sure you hold it a little bit before, and you got balance before you get into that squat. Otherwise, you're just going to go crashing for the sake of trying to do the drill. So, you can do those ones later on if you want to get a little more practice with them. Do them for a minute, 50 seconds, see how many you get in that time frame. It's not a speed drill, but just to see if you can do it without making too many mistakes or any mistakes. Hey Gold Medal family, welcome to today's Taekwondo Tips and Monday Challenge. For the challenge, you're going to want a ball of some kind, any kind of ball. Actually, I think ideally, because this was all I could find, ideally you'd want a tennis ball or something kind of small like that you can grab with one hand. This was all I could find in my garage, so I'm going to use this ball for our challenge later on. Okay, so today we're going to be working on a quick interval drill here to set up for practicing kick of the month, which is your front kick, and repetition. Repetition is always the key to success. So doing the same thing over and over and over is how you're going to succeed here. Okay, so let's start here. It's going to be we're going to do another interval set drill for 20 seconds and then a 10-second rest, 20 seconds on, 10-second rest. Now, what we're going to do here is break down from beginning to end on a front kick. Very simple. Okay, you can do this at home and you don't need any partners or any equipment. So 20 seconds on the timer. Chariot, chariot, chumbi, hup. So the drill, the first part of the drill is just going to be stepping back into your guarding stance and then coming back to attention or chumbi position, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Guarding stance, hup, guarding stance, hup, guarding stance, hup, right? So the goal being, again, repetition, trying to do the exact same thing over and over. And then we're going to progressively build all the way in from here to here, to here, to here, and then down. And then adding another kick with it. So front kick, front kick. Okay, so here we go. 20 seconds on the clock. Chariot. Hup. 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 Oh. Hup. Sure. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now again, try to make it exactly the same. You want to do everything exactly the same. Here we go. Other side, and go. Hup. 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 And purple. Hup. Sure. Okay, next drill is going to be stepping back in the guarding stance and then knee pitching. And come back to attention, guarding stance, knee pitch. Now it's not necessarily a fast knee pitch like we're trying to kick, but we're preparing again to progressively ultimately do the front kick, full front kick. Okay, here we go. Hup. 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 And switch side. Same thing on the other side here, you guys. Again, exactly the same. I'm going to break here for a second. You want everything to be so exactly the same that if you were filming yourself in the camera and there were to be a cut, a person watching it should not be able to tell where the cut is. It should flow so smooth and everything look exactly the same so much that you wouldn't be able to tell where there's a cut in the camera. Now, if that makes sense for you. So, everything from how I place my foot on the mat should be the same every time. From how I bring my hands up, where I decide to close my fist up, my hands and fingers for a fist, how high do I bring them? You know, everything exactly the same. That's how detailed I'm talking about. Okay, other side. So from chariot to guarding stance to a knee pitch. Here we go. Hup. 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 next one, we're actually going to do the kick, but we're going to do something a little different since we're breaking this down in an interval format. We are going to extend the leg, but I want you to just drop the leg straight down. Right? Kind of a big no-no we do in class. So no snap on the kick. This is what I mean here. As you do the movement, just let that leg drop straight down. Because we want to add the last aspect into it in a whole nother routine where we're going to keep the knee up, snap the leg out, bring it back in, then place our foot back down to our chariot position. Okay? So again, watch me again here. Oh, I snapped on that one. So it's a habit, right? So don't snap. Here we go. Let's try it. I'm going to try that again. Just let it drop straight down. No snaps. Okay, here we go. Hup, 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 hup. And now switch legs. 20 seconds. And go. Hup, 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 hup. Okay, now the next one, we are going to add the snap into this kick here. So we're going to do the full front kick. But what I want you to do here, after the snap, still land down to the front. Don't pull it back behind you. So when you kick here, snap, land down to the front. Then you're going to step back to chariot position and then we start again. Here we go. 20 seconds. And hup, 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 hup. Hup, 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 hup. Okay, other side. Hup, 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 hup. Hup, 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 and pearl. Hup. So you might have noticed, like, trying to stay on that format, the rhythm, kind of like a poomsae, you might have been skipping things or trying to go back to normal habits. So this drill was a way of really getting you out of that comfort zone, but also helping you develop step by step each essential part of the kick and trying to develop a habit there. Therefore, once all of those sections become really good habits, now you have a good kick. So now we're going to add 2 full kicks together. So from here, here, front kick, land on the front kick, land on the front, back to attention. Here we go. 20 seconds. And hup, 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 hup. Hup, 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 hup. And now we're going to switch to the other side. 20 seconds. Hup, 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 hup. Hup, 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 and pearl. Hup. Show. Okay, now the idea behind that drill, again, repetition. It's not how many we did or how many that we get in that time frame. Of course, we don't want to go so slow that we're just only getting in a couple of repetitions. We want to keep doing a lot of them over and over and over. But in 20 seconds, therein lies a little bit of the challenge, so that if I were to count, and I didn't count, I probably should have. How many did I do on my, how many sets or how many floor kicks did I do on my right side compared to my left side? Those should have been the same. If I'm doing everything exactly the same, it shouldn't have changed the number. Maybe if I was like halfway motion or something like that. Okay, but it roughly still should have been the same full amount of kicks on each side. Okay, the next drill, we're going to be down in the plank position on our hands and feet. So what you're going to do in the plank position, you're going to hold the ball out with one hand, hold your body up with the other hand, and toss the ball up, switch hands, I'm going to catch the ball and catch my body. I mean, you're not going to, hopefully you don't fall, but I want to switch my hands quick enough so that I can hold my balance still and catch the ball. So you'll see me do it here really quick. Okay, so that's the first drill. Try to get 10 of those in before you drop the ball. Next game drill here. Similar, but instead of just tossing it up and catching it in the other hand, what you're going to do is you're going to let it bounce and then catch it. So it makes you hold your plank a little bit longer. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as you can see, that one was a lot easier because it gives you that quick time, or it gives you a little bit more time in between to set up your plank and then transition your weight over to catch the ball with the other hand. Now I'm just putting my hand underneath this here. I'm really not grabbing it because of the size of the ball. If you have a tennis ball, it's a little bit different, and this bounces probably a lot better than a tennis ball would from this distance. So in a tennis ball, you might have to throw it a little bit harder or even toss it up a little bit higher, something like that here. But again, you'll get the feel of the ball and holding your body weight as you do the game. So, if you made it all the way through this video and you're doing the challenge, for tomorrow's Zoom class, I want you to have a ball. So if you didn't have a ball for today to do it, we're going to do these drills in tomorrow's Zoom class at 5:30. So whoever shows up with a ball, I know you watched the whole video today. Okay? So good luck, good work, get some practice in on this here. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Zoom.